Hi everyone, this is Shruti, and today I'll be solving some Leetcode problems. Let me share my screen. Mhm. Oh, this is not office, this is my college's library. So I'm in the library right now. Let's read this problem. It is called clone graph. It's problem number 1. So, given a reference of a node in a connected undirected graph. Uh, so, a undirected graph is something which does not have direction, and a connected undirected graph is basically if it has like a path between every pair of vertices, meaning every node is reachable from other node, and when we say connected undirected graph, I mean we can reach from one place to another. So basically, two vertices u and v in a graph are said to be connected if there exists a path g connecting vertex u to vertex v. Right. What does the problem say? Given a reference of a node in a connected undirected graph, we need to return a deep copy, which is clone of the graph, like just a copy of the graph. Each node in the graph contains a value integer and a list. So we are given a class node which has a integer value to it, and as well as a list called neighbors. So for simplicity, each node's value is same as the nodes indexed, one indexed. For example, the first node with value equal to 1, the second node with value equal to 2, and so on. The graph is represented in the test case using an adjacency list. So you can represent graphs in the form of matrix or either list. So adjacency list is like one form to represent it, and adjacency list is basically a collection of unordered list. So here in the problem, if you see in example 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is the original graph. And we should not return the same graph by itself. However, we can return a clone. So this looks like a clone. The nodes are new. Graph looks the same. And for for example, the third thing, here you can see the number in the vertices are changed. So the nodes are cloned, but the graph is not, it doesn't match it entirely, so we cannot say that it's like a deep copy already. So let's see the input. The input is in the form of adjacency list with the vertices, so 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 3, and we need to return it same to same, like as like a copy basically. So the explanation is there are four nodes in the graph. First node's value neighbors are second node, like this is the first node, second node, third node, and fourth, and we need to return it similar. For example, if there's only one element, like one node in the graph, then we won't return anything because input contains an empty list and we just have one node. So let's think about the process. What are we given? Let's write down that first. What stuff do we know already? So we are given a node from a connected undirected graph, and each of the node consists of a value and a list of neighbors. What is our goal? Our goal is to create a deep copy of the entire graph and return the cloned version of the starting node. So what does a deep copy means? A deep copy is basically creation of new nodes. It's not the same nodes but creating new nodes. Do you know about cycles? So graph, if we have the same starting point and ending point, then we can say that it has a cycle. So we need, so while we are making a copy or a clone of from our graph, we need to think about that aspect as well. Graphs can have cycles, so we must like basically avoid cloning. So let me write that down. Graphs can have cycles, but we need to avoid cloning the same node. So from what I think, we can use a hash map because it has a unique key value pair. So, or a dictionary, we can use a hash map or a dictionary, which will, like, instead of key value pairs, it will map original node to the clone node. So we can have a mapping like this. We can then use depth first search. So as hash maps has unique key value pairs, if some node element is it already exists in the graph, if it's already cloned, we will reuse it instead of making it from scratch. So if a node is already cloned, we will reuse it instead of creating a new one. So from the approach, what I can think of is, first we can target an edge case, that if there is an edge case or there are no nodes in the graph, then we will return none. Otherwise, we will make a dictionary to store the nodes to unique key value mapping pairs. And for each node, we'll check if it's already been cloned or not. If it's cloned, then we'll return the clone version. Otherwise, we'll add the element, add the new node to the hash map. And then maybe we could use recursion as well. All right. So we already have a definition of node given to us. So let's think about the edge case first. So what if the graph is empty, we will return none. So if not node, return none. Then we can create a hash map or a dictionary to keep track of clone nodes. So our key would be our original node and our value would be our clone node. So next we can create a definition of DFS. So I'll declare a def DFS. It will take a pointer as input. So we'll say if this node is already cloned and exists in dictionary or hash map, then we will return the clone. So we'll check if the node is already in our hash map. If it is, then we will return the clone. Otherwise, we can create a clone of the current node. So we can declare a variable called clone equal to node current dot value. Yeah. So we created a clone of the current node. Now we keep it in another variable of visited and save the clone. Next we'll clone all the neighbors. So we can say for neighbor in neighbors, actually not neighbors, I think current dot neighbors, like current node's neighbor. So we'll iterate through that and then clone dot neighbor will add all the neighbors and dfs neighbor. So then we can return it, I think, simply. Hmm. um so here we are doing depth first search, creating a definition. Then we are creating a clone of the current node. And then we are storing the clone in visited map. So this line is about storing the clone in visited map. Then we recursively clone all the neighbors. Recursion. Because we are calling the same function again. And this keeps on happening. And then we start DFS from a given node. The time complexity will be O of n, as each node is visited just once. The space complexity will be O of n as well. because we are using hash map and recursion together. So it's like each element is saved once and then we are reusing it via recursion. Let's see if the solution works. Submit it. Okay, I'll submit it. Okay. Mhm. So hash map basically has unique key value pairs. So if neighbor already exists, we like it will just return the already like key value node. It won't like add or append a new node. um, I'm not in my office, I'm in my library. Okay, so let's read this another problem statement. It is called evaluate division. um, yeah. So this problem is called evaluate division. We are given an array of variable pairs equations and of real number values, where equations like we have variables ai bi and values I represents the equation in the division form, and each ai or bi is a string that represents a single variable. We are also given some queries where query j is cj and dj, and it represents the jth query where we need to find the answer. We need to return the answer to all queries if single answer cannot be determined, then return -1. Okay. Uh, so for example, in equations we have a, b, and then b, c, and values are 2 and 3. And queries are a and c. Okay. A, C, B, A, E. So output would be 6. Is A coming like 6 times or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, let's read the logic. A by B. So A by B is 2, and then B by C is given as 3. And the queries are, what is A by C? What is B by A? What is A by E? What is A by A? Find all the answers. Okay, it's like a division problem. So we are given relationships between variables in the form of division. Like we are given A by B is 2.0. We are also given B by C is 3.0. So we can say that A is 2 times of B and B is 3 times of C. We need to figure out the value of other divisions which are being asked. So what we can do is, for each question or query, we can compute its numerical value if it can be determined from the given equations. If it can be determined, then we'll return it. If determined, then we will return its value. Otherwise, if it cannot be determined, or it's like invalid division by 0 or some other error, we will return -1. What if we treat each variable as like a node, each variable like a node in the graph? So each variable can be a node in the graph. So an equation A by B equal to K will create, basically it will create a edge in a graph. So this will create an edge from A to B with its weight, with weight K. Or an edge B to A with weight 1 by K. To answer a query C by D, we can run DFS from C to D and multiply edge weights. So the first step should be to make a graph, I think. Do we have any structure given? No. We just have like calc equation which takes input in the variable equations in the form of list, some values and some queries. So we'll make a graph. We can declare something called graph of A. Like this graph will be list. It will basically be a list of neighbors, then weight. So for example, if A by B is 2.0, and if I do graph A dot append, if I try to append B, so this is gonna happen like we'll have neighbors first and then the weight of it, which is K. This is how I plan. So we could say graph. It's basically a dictionary. It takes string, then lists default dict of list. I hope this is the right way to declare it. Oh, it's not visible. I'm so sorry. Um, okay. I hope it is visible. So I'll recap it once in case you guys missed. This problem is called evaluate division, and we are given an array of variable pairs equations. So we have equations here and its value, and we have some queries as well. So for example, if we are given a b b c, this means that a divided by b has a value of 2.0 and b divided by c has a value of 3.0, and then we are asked a query or a question to find out what is a by c, what is b by a, what is a by e. And what we want to do is we want to output the answers just by using this information. If it's a invalid division, then we need to return -1, otherwise just return the value. So this is the comment that I wrote, that we are given a relationship between variables in the form of division. And what I'm trying to do is, first I'm trying to make a graph because we just have this function called calc equation. So next we could say for a node, for nodes a b, and then value in zip equations comma values, we could say graph will from the node a of the graph we will append node b, like make a path and also add its value. Can similarly do for b. This is gonna be a comma 1 by value. declare DFS helper function. We can create another definition called DFS, just like in earlier problem. It will take a current pointer, current node of string, a target pointer of string as well, and then a visited, which will be in the form of set. What is this gonna do? So this is basically attempt to find current or target node by traversing the graph. What we want to do is we want to return the computed ratio if path exists. Like we want to compute the problem and return the answer if it's valid, otherwise return -1. So, or if there is no path. Also, another thing will be if we have reached the target, so we'll mark that node as visited. So if current node is the target node, then we will return 1.0. Otherwise, we will mark the current node as visited to avoid cycles. So we'll say visited dot add current. Then we can explore the neighbors. So we can say for neighbor and weight in the graph. If neighbor is there already in the hash map or graph, wait a second, I'm doing something wrong. No, if neighbor already exists in the hash set, then we will continue and we can recursively search. Recursively search from the neighbor. So you can say result equal to, we'll pass DFS function, we'll pass the neighbor, target, and then visited. Like 1/0 is like undefined, right? Like, but yeah, do check the constraints. I'll check it once as well. It's number 399, evaluate division. So I'm trying to recursively search from the neighbor and Suppose a path exists, then perform multiplication. So if result is not like it's a valid thing, then we will return weight multiplied by result. And then no valid path from this. If there is no valid path, then we'll return -1. Let's declare another array list. As it's a oh wait can say as it is a divided by b, which is numerator and denominator. So you can say for numerator, denominator in our questions queries, if either numerator is missing or denominator is missing, either of them is missing, then division won't happen. You can say if numerator not in graph, or denominator not in graph, then we can append can like perform division then. Like if it's not in the graph, return -1, otherwise perform division. Recursion again. So what's the function name? DFS current, target, and visitor. Numerator, denominator. Yes, I'm a computer science student. I'm in Purdue University, Fort Wayne. I'm on F1 visa right now. I'm in United States. See. Okay, this runtime error, invalid syntax. Syntax, current string, target. Oh, I forgot comma. Type error, none is not valid value. Where, what line? Line 1. This part. To end my function here, I kept it and it's gonna be time complexity will be of n. I did not have any scholarship. Space complexity of vertices plus edges due to recursion. Like explain what? Okay. This, you mean this problem or something else? Going to the next problem. I'm just following like pattern based problems. So solving two, three problems from graphs and then from one pattern and then another pattern, things like that. I'm in Purdue University, Fort Wayne. Um, okay. Okay, let's read this problem. This is problem 207 called course schedule. There are a lot of courses you have to take labeled from 0 to n minus 1. You are given an array prerequisites indicates that you must take course prerequisite before the original course. So just how in universities we have a specific elective and we have some prerequisites that needs to be taken before taking that main course. So I think the problem is somewhat related to that. So for example, if the pair is 0 1, indicates that we need to take course 0 first, and sorry, to take course 0 we first need to take course 1, and then we will return true if we can finish all the courses, otherwise return false. So okay, let's read the example. Number of courses is 2, prerequisites is 1 0. So there are total of 2 courses to take. To take course 1, we should have finished course 0, so it is possible. Let's read another example. number of courses 2, prerequisites 1 0, and then 0 1. There are 2 courses to take. To take course 1, you should have finished course 0, but to take course 0, you should also have finished course 1. So it's like a cycle. So we need to find a way to detect cycles and then return false. If a cycle is detected, this means like a loop is happening, and we could use TFS for it, I think. um okay, let's write what all we know first. So, and what are we are given? So uh, we are given num courses, which is total number of courses labeled from 0 to um, don't give me hints, I'm trying to solve it. Num courses minus 1. Okay, what do we know? Like prerequisites. I think topological sort is a good approach too. Like you can check cycles. So a list of pairs A, comma B, which means to take course A, one needs to finish B first. Our goal is to determine if it is possible. I don't know, I might have solved it way time back. I don't even remember my answer. Otherwise, it would have been like reflected here. Our goal is to determine if it is possible to finish all the courses given prerequisites. So we'll return true if we can complete all courses, otherwise return false. Need to check cycles. We can say each course is like a node, and each prerequisite A, B is like a directed edge graph, which means take B first and then you can go to A. I haven't tried code forces before. I like Leetcode, and I've just used Leetcode. I haven't explored code forces or HackerRank. Okay. Thinking of DFS, or maybe topological sort as well. So we have this function called canFinish, which has number of courses prerequisites in the form of list. So let's make a graph. I'm in Purdue University, Fort Wayne. So you can say build the graph using You can say graph equal to default dictionary list. For semester exam, I think C is good. I don't know how it works in your uni. I'm like very much comfortable in Python. Yeah, I am from Maharashtra. So we're declaring a graph called default dict, and then making a list. And we can say for course or prerequisite and prerequisites, because we have prerequisites in the form of list. Then we can say graph prerequisite dot append. We can append it, like if we have this is prerequisite and this is course, and we are like looping around it. I'm in United States. Mm, we can create array to track visited node and DFS path. So I'll say visited. I'll declare something called visited. Then I'll say, let me assume it's number of courses, process nodes already. Next, let me create a definition for DFS function for DFS. So I will do def DFS. It will take course, which is an integer. And then we need to return either true or false. So we'll return boolean. Then if the course is already in the current path, this means cycle exists. If path course return false. We see DFS function if path course. If there is no cycle, then Um, Visit all the courses. I'm a student. I'm on F1 visa right now. I'm solving Leetcode problems. I'm in United States. For course in range of all the courses. If not DFS. So I interned at a place called Symbiosis Center of Applied AI in my college at Symbiosis Institute of Technology. So you could definitely like check their career website. They have openings and internships available. I think you just need to reach out to professor or the email that is like mentioned. Try maybe if you're into AIML and you want to work on a research oriented project. No cycles are detected, then all courses can be finished. So written through. I'm on a student loan, so it's not funding. It's uh, it's a long processing line to get settled. I think almost like 10 years. But you can be on H-1B visa. Like to get a green card, you need almost 10-12 years. Okay, let's see. Time complexity can be number of vertices plus edges. You need to give GRE and IELTS and recommendation papers from your professors. Get good scores. Um, I just studied from online websites and YouTube. Yeah, I had work experience back in India, so it isn't actually a gap. It's like work ex. And then I decided, like while I was working in India, I decided that I want to pursue and go for my masters. Okay, this problem is also similar to our previous problem. It's called course schedule 2. Let's read it. There are a total of num courses you have to take, labeled from 0 to num courses minus 1. You are given an array prerequisites where prerequisites is there that we must take course B before taking course A. And what we want to return is the ordering of courses. So not just boolean value true or false, but here we want to return the order. So we wanna like r- give order to take this course first or another course first to finish all the courses. If there are many valid answers, return any of them. If it is impossible to finish all courses, return an empty array. Let's go through the example. Number of courses is 2, prerequisites is 1 0, output is 0 1. So there are a total of 2 courses to take. To take course 1, we should finish course 0. So the correct course order is take 0 first and then take 1. Yeah, so this is a use case, example case. Okay, let's write what all we are given. So we have num courses labeled from 0 to num courses minus 1. I'm in abroad, I'm in United States, but I don't know how tech programs are there in India. I think they are becoming good. After applying with referral, I'm still getting ghosted or rejected for internships. Don't give up. Hmm. As simple as that. Keep applying to more things. Um, so we have num courses labeled from 0 to n minus 1 and a list of prerequisites. Like if it's a comma b, then to take course A, must finish course B first. Our goal is to determine a valid order in which one should take all the courses such that all the prerequisites are satisfied. I think maybe balance a little bit of development, like just one project that covers few things end to end, and then focus on DSA. And uh, you can also try for freelancing opportunities in case you're not getting an internship. Go to websites like Upwork, Fiverr, and just take like basic small projects that you could deliver in a day or two, and see if you're able to, how do you feel about it, and if you're able to have some experience with that. Mm, Hi, good evening. It's afternoon here. Build a graph. First I can, let's make a graph first. So I'll declare a graph equal to default dictionary and then take a list, and then I'll loop through everything for course comma prerequisite. In prerequisites we can append it, append the course graph dot append course. I mean, yeah, sometimes you cannot control what college you are in. Um, are 6 months enough for cracking 6 LP? I think you might need more time. Personally, I take lots of time to learn. Like, I need repeated revisions. Some people are good at learning, so they are good if they do it in one go. But for someone like me, I need like repeated revisions to go through same stuff again and again. That's when I get it. So for me, it could be more than 6 months. um I'm not depressed. I'm very happy here. Like, I love it. I do feel free here, and I can do whatever I want. Like, study whenever I want to. So it it's like I used to feel that way when I came here initially, but now I feel really good here. Like, I do miss India at times. I go back meet my family, but then uh, I think I have a say. I've found safety in myself. Like, I good feel good about myself already. So yeah, I'm not depressed. Yeah, loans. Yeah, I cannot control that right now. Anything, like, all I can do is prepare and prepare for my interview. That is the only thing that's in my control. So, worst case, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm not thinking about it. It's like just giving my best each day. Okay. I think people are building some cool stuff here, like where even young people are taking risks. Everybody's like passionate about what they are doing, not just in tech. If my college has like music people from majoring in history, music, so everybody's like passionate about what they do, and like they balance work and life, I think. So that's a good thing about tech jobs. Yes, there are many opportunities here. You need to like keep giving interviews, I feel, to get started. But yeah, it's really great if you are not scared. You don't have to be scared. Like you have to not overthink at times, I feel. And it's like it's very easy to talk to people here. Like everybody is open minded and easy to talk to, easy to work with, I feel. Okay, for course, comma, prerequisites, graph. I appended the course to it and make an array to track visited nodes. Since getting visa sponsored by companies getting tight in US, what do you say about that? Yeah, it's definitely is competitive. You have to be like always be ready with lead code. You could get laid off with in tech very easily as well, but it's like it keeps you sharp. Like you have to grind it. There's like, and it's evolving so rapidly, like tech, AI, and everything, I feel. So it's important to stay updated. Like last week I heard about this thing called Claudebot in Twitter, that it's a social platform for AI agents. I was like, how is this even being made here? Like people are really like looking forward to it and stuff. So yeah, it's always one day, like one or the other thing happening always. It's interesting that we are in such an nice era actually. We are literally seeing things evolve in front of our eyes. um Visited falls, take num courses, and has been processed here. So I made an array to track visited node. Can make a path as well. First estimate, I want to know which thing should I focus on. I think when it comes to machine learning interviews, you need to understand the basics like backpropagation, gradient descent algorithm, and a little bit of calculus math. So, basics about that. Try to code it, like read a problem statement and then try to code it from scratch and then explain the concept to yourself. Like it isn't easy coding a backpropagation algorithm all by yourself, but for sure you'll need like lead code for first round, and even in ML interviews, I think. Then there will be a round for your projects, I think, like what have you built in ML algorithms. So KNN, LSTM, Knives by CNN, whatever project that you might have built. So if you're good with Java, Python, and C, I'd suggest check out Hugging Face and Chat GPT API projects on YouTube. Like find a YouTube video which builds you alongside, like you could make a project out of it. And then start looking for, go to LinkedIn, look for opportunities as AI ML engineer or entry level uh, Python engineer or machine learning engineer. Look for the skill sets, copy that skill set, paste into Chat GPT, and then ask Chat GPT to recommend you some projects based on the same tech stack. And then after you know the tech stack, go to YouTube, look for any videos of the same tech stack and start building. So balance your interview and then. Currently means cleared, and now I'm very passionate about coding but really confused that it is. um, I think it's okay. I have friends in my class who are from tier 3 colleges, tier 1 colleges as well. Like once you get into a job, actually, I don't know if anybody would care what GPA you had, or like, I don't know. But yeah, means you cleared your mains, that's good. Even NITs are good. I think computer science IT programs are good there. But some people, I know some people who are from MEC and they learned coding all by themselves and they crack IT companies. I don't have. I come from electronics and telecommunication in my undergrad. Um, I think it's safe to uh, safe to balance your job search and preparation for masters or gate. Like at least you are building something on the hand. You are not wasting your time and then preparing for gate or GRE. Um, I'm gonna make a variable called result. Store the order in. Mm, let's create a function for DFS. I think the thing about really good college like IIT, or it's like, it's not because of the brand. I feel it's because of your alumni. They know so many people. They are good at networking. So I know here we have colleges like CMU, Carnegie Mellon University, and they have a great alumni network. And you'll find people, if they graduate, they'll be working and they'll be making their own startup, building things and inviting friends from their college. Hey, I built this is my hackathon product and I want you to have a look. So it's about, I think a good thing about IITs or any branded college or NITs also is the alumni network, and they know so many people. Somebody starts from really low but goes to a nice position, and then he brings few more people who are like confident and working and knowing. So it's like building relationships with your alumni, I feel, who are there at some place that, and who has been through your face and seen the stuff better than you. They would be able to guide you better. um no company comes in your college, okay, it's, then you'll have to, like, I think apply and work by yourself. I know it becomes scary. I remember when I had my first undergrad interview, so I was also scared. And there were so many people doing so well than me, but then in the end, I think it worked out. I mean, it wasn't scary. I was able to navigate stuff by myself. You have a nice rating, 1300 plus. That's great. I haven't tried Code Forces before. Which country is best for CS Masters? I think uh, US is best. Canada is good. People go to Ireland and Germany as well. Depends on your financial background and your future plans and how much risk you want to take. So yeah, it's not like a country is best. It depends from person to person and their financial background. Some people have family abroad, so they'd prefer to go there. And some people are in different situations. Some people come back to India. So this will take a course. Hmm. So if the cycle is detected, if path course will return false, already processed course. I think I'll have to mug after a while. Like, not mugging everything, but mugging the concepts definitely. And things like merge, sort, and some concepts I have to mug them. Otherwise, I'll forget, like divide and conquer. So, yeah. I'm bad at memorization, I think. But sometimes you have to do it. Mm. Yeah, I think I like graphs, I like trees, I like binary sort. I I'm not good with bit manipulation, bit graphs, bit maps or hex to numeric and things like that. And DP is a little new for me. Um yeah, that's how it is. Hmm. How to increase that time more? um I like I enjoy typing and yeah, I mean it's good that sometimes I don't have to see the letters specifically on keyboard. Like I have been to that pace that I don't need to see the um keyboard. I can see the screen and still type. So yeah, but I have MacBook right now, and the other day I forgot my laptop at home. So I rented a Dell laptop here from my library for a few hours, and I was struggling with like a Dell laptop because the keyboard on Mac is sort of different with command and control keys. So I got used to it, and I was struggling to type. Yeah. Thank you. I had an interview for my internship company here. It was nice. I mean, I was able to do 3 rounds, 3 rounds. I think it's similar to what happens in India in good companies. Everybody has to do lead code, I think, and yeah, resume based things, your interests, and I think it's tougher in India because so many people are in CS in India, whereas here in United States it's a bit easier to hire people because there aren't many people in computer science. All the people do build their own startups and things like that, so you'll find any like-minded people. But I think interview rounds in India are tough too because of the competition and so many people around you being in computer science and IT. It's not the same way here. It's like here you'll find people from different majors, marketing, advertisement, and it all depends. I was from Symbiosis Institute of Technology, Pune. I was from Symbiosis Institute of Technology. Um, haven't followed any course. I mean, in my master's program, we had this course of algorithm analysis and implementation, which was for like 6 months. So, yes, I learned about breadth first search, depth first search, topological sorting, Kant's algorithm, and so many new things in course here in my master's. But as of online, I did not follow any course. People do sheets and follow YouTubers. So yeah, that's another approach too. I pick questions based on patterns. Like right now, if I'm studying for graphs, then I'll do few problems of graphs. If trees, then from trees. And then just in here, it's a list called Top Interview 150 in Leetcode. So been following that. Then I'll end with this problem and then join in few hours again. No, I'm not working anywhere. I'm a student. Like, what do you mean? Giving your research paper to someone else? I cannot give my papers. Yeah, it's a weekend today, so nobody's here. And no, how could you give your paper to someone else? It's not possible because it's you. It's like you can read about my work from Google Scholar. Okay, guys, I'll end this video here. Let's see if I get this. Hmm. I use Python. Hmm. Okay, guys, I'll see you around after a few hours. Maybe I don't know when I'll join back again. Bye. Thank you for joining.